Hey Legionnaires and welcome back, my name is PopeJohnPaul and we're here with another Dawnless Days siege battle for you today, and we're here at Dol Amroth as Gondor and the Dwarves of Erebor are defending against the armies of Imladris and Isengard, the two eyes of Middle-earth, as you could say. But yes, this is an interesting one. This is a 2v2 here, and I'm told that in this battle there is some rule breaking and like units being brought and stuff like that. I don't know exactly, but yeah. So apparently it's a glorious battle. As you can see, it's 70 minutes. So definitely get yourselves some snacks and some drinks, and prepare yourselves for what is a brilliant siege. Even if there is a little bit of rule breaking involved, as we have Isengard already clashing down here with his berserkers and his Isengard sword infantry. I mean, I have realized, I'm not sure whether if it's the same case with Imladris, but Isengard has so many gold chevrons in his army. I think everything is triple gold chevron. So I don't know if that's got something to do with the funds or what. And the same with Imladris, they're all triple gold chevrons. Whether this has got anything to do with rule breaking, I do not know. But I can tell you one thing, these guys are incredibly elite. Like, I don't know what's happened here, what funds they were using to get to this, but yeah, amazing. I mean, these Gondorian soldiers are going to have a rough time with their 0 chevrons, that is for sure. But as you can see here, we have elves already landing onto the wall, and Gondor is here with his, it looks like Gondor spears just on the walls here, preparing. We don't often see Gondor spears in action, but here they are today. And spears getting shocked on a wall. Yeah, that's not usually a good mix. Usually, like, the shock infantry excels on walls, and it excels against spears as well. So yeah, this is a bad mix for Gondor. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing Dawnless Days on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. Because as always guys, it really does help out the channel, and we're at 6,500 subs now, so we're getting close to that 7,000 marker. And you can see here, berserkers have actually pulled through the dwarves already to get here. I'm not sure how these guys otherwise would have got around. Maybe they could have stuck around the sides, but I don't know if they did. A lot of them look like they've just, I don't know, looks like they may have pulled through. I'm not sure. But these dwarves are about to die anyway. But yes, thank you very much for all the support. Like I said, we're working towards 7k subs. So yeah, if you haven't already subbed and you want to see more Dawnless Days and more Lord of the Rings action just generally, then do remember to go and hit that subscribe button. And make sure as well as leave a comment and like, just to help out the vid as much as possible. And if you want to get involved in some Dawnless Days battles as well, feel free to join the Discord. Links down below in the description. And feel free to go and check that out. As well as if you want to support the channel, you can go and check out my merch. The link for that is in the description as well. Hopefully maybe Pope has put something up as well, maybe like a link. There's a discount code so you can go and get your Papal merch for much cheaper than usual. So if you want to go and check out the merch, definitely go and do so. We've got Dwarven Barrack Guard here, and they're clashing with the berserkers who are losing decisively, and rightly so. These berserkers, though they may have lots of chevrons, their armor is still not that great. They are literally wearing nothing, while the Barrack Guards are clad in the finest armor Erebor could find. And they should be getting slowly butchered. But yeah, I think it was something to do with pikes or crossbows or something that they rule broke, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't exactly remember. But I mean, I think the chevrons is more the problem. You should put a limit on chevrons. I feel like in sieges, especially if like you have unlimited funds. Like it seems like that's what Isengard's basically had. If they didn't have the triple gold chevron and everything, they had unlimited funds almost. We've got some halberds here. These guys doing God's work against Wyand Stormers and these berserkers. They're killing so many of them. Like, they're getting so many easy kills. These guys are up to triple silver chevron. I wouldn't be surprised if that's just from killing stuff, let alone from actually, you know, having that at the start of the game. More berserkers over here. I mean, it looks like Uruk-hai infantry losing as well. Halberds are starting to lose, but they've done their job. They've killed a lot of stuff. I mean, yeah, we're on the glorious map of Dol Amroth, as you can see here. There's just a beautiful map. Big, nice map as well. It seems like Gondor and Erebor are looking to more defend the higher points, like the points further back. They only got a loose defense at the wall, it seems, at the moment. They are still, I mean, Gondor's still contributing a lot down here. Gondor's swords and warriors of Losnar. So yeah, it seems as though he's going to keep throwing in keep throwing in the troops down here, even though I said he was not. He is, and he's still clashing down here now with Isengard. I also have seen that the elves have broken through the gate. They are battling down here. Gondor seems like it's relatively even at the moment with the swords down here. I mean, they are probably getting oil poured on them. So that's something. Yeah, there is a bunch of dead elves there from oil. You can have as many gold chevrons as you like, but that does not stop you from being burnt from oil. Yeah, these, I imagine... Well, actually, the Imladris swords are losing. I was going to say, I would have thought maybe as the battle goes on, the Gondorian swords start to lose, but no, it seems not. I mean, we've got Javies over, we've got Pelargir Marines, and these guys, look, they're javying all of the Noldorian swords on the wall. Lots of the Javies, though, are missing. I feel like this is just a big waste. You can see up here, lots of Javies bouncing off the wall. And they are just missing. Yeah, this is just a massive waste. Massive waste of ammo. It's a good idea, but it's just not effective. Maybe wait until they actually got off the walls. The trebuchet's still firing. What's he firing at? It looks like he's going to hit this cavalry back here. Oh, hits a couple. Gets a couple of kills on this cavalry hit. Really nice. Keep killing this cav. It's a elite cav. Noldorian horsemen are a pain already. Gold Chevron Noldorian horsemen are going to be, like, unkillable. They're going to break at the last man. Uruk-hai infantry. I mean, you've got to also think, like, Chevrons helps morale. The elves already have incredible morale. They, like, don't break even when they have their general killed. So gold Chevron, like, even with a general dead, or even with general alive, they're going to be probably unbreakable. I mean, luckily, Isengard, even with gold Chevrons, you should start to see breaking, I imagine, when generals start to die. But, I don't know, Dwarven Barricade down here, by the way, are starting to lose now. I think that might have something to do with these crossbows maybe on the wall. These guys are probably going to get some good angles down here. But, look, yeah, I mean, what have they broken here? They've broken on an Uruk-hai infantry. They look like they pulled through again to get here. I'm not sure where this unit exactly is situated. But this unit's all over the place. The storm is going in, and you can see the dwarves and the men of Gondor are going to stand side by side and fight the Uruks of Isengard. And we've got some Uruk-hai infantry in the back lines here, and they're rushing at these crossbows. These crossbows actually are probably not too bad in combat. If they stood their ground, they actually aren't too bad. They've got a lot of armor. The halberds down here, by the way, still alive, still killing so much. This Isengard player, though he may have brought an incredible, like, elite army, is clearly not the greatest Total War players, because he has just continued and persisted to throw infantry against down a choke point. Well, not even a choke point, down some walls into whole arms. It's just going to be suicide. So yeah, he is, even though he may have an incredible army, maybe not the most incredible Total War player. Citadel Guard now holding against the Uruk-hai infantry here, and now some really good rear shots you can see here from the crossbows. I mean, this is going to be some incredible shots we're going to see right now, as they're going to fly into the back of those infantrymen. Let's get a volley, boys. Get a volley. You know what? Crossbow volleys, they're just not, they just don't hit the same as archer volleys or musket volleys. I know we don't have muskets in Dawnless days, but comparing it to Napoleon Total War 3, they just don't hit the same. You need to up your game, crossbows. But yeah, the Citadel Guard, they're still doing their bit. These guys are, like, really good at holding. They're not necessarily going to get great kills, but they're really good with their massive shields. They'll hold the line forever, and they've got good missile block as well. Yeah, I mean, I love the Citadel Guard. They've got a beautiful looking shield. They really do look good. These Dwarven Barrack Guard on here, holding 17 men against the masses. You can also see the Isengard General's been commended. Shows how many actually men he's lost already. You could say. I mean, he's also killing it a lot. He's blobbing up Sit like a lot, which could late game be costly, especially with things like Athelian Rangers back here. Got more Dwarven crossbows. Hopefully, they keep some ammo for those on those Athelian Rangers. And we're seeing that the elves have also broken through here at the gate. The Athelian Rangers are getting rear shots. Oh, and the towers. They actually did so much damage there to the Noldorian swords. Gondor's sword infantry may have been lost, but that just killed like 2 units of elves there. That's huge. Big losses there for the elves. That's just that's what you're gonna be wary of when you're playing an Attila and you're capturing towers, and you don't. That's why you don't blob up. You send one unit in, a weak unit, and you just hope. I mean, these Noldorian archers with with golden sort of chevrons should do okay, but it's hard to say whether they will. I mean, they should probably. They'll do pretty well in melee. I'm almost certain of it. They already do pretty well. Yet, I don't know if really gold chevrons improves your missile block, and Noldorian swords being a shock infantry unit suffer to missiles, which, as you can see right now, the Nethilian Rangers are giving them no respite. Now we have cavalry rushing. You can see the elves trying to rush in, but there isn't much for them to mop up. There's just, I mean, there's a lot of crossbows maybe, and the dwarves, even their crossbows are tough to kill. We're actually seeing, by the way, aerial crossbows win here against Isengard crossbows, though they do have the support of axe warriors. But it does show that the dwarven crossbows, they're pretty hardy. I don't think they got the support of another unit, but still. Then again, Isengard crossbows I think are pretty hardy as well. Certainly when it comes to late game, throwing both these units in actually can be kind of a pain to kill. You imagine you were going to see some hammer and anvils now from Elven Cav. Yep, you can see here Noldorian horsemen on the way. Honestly, just give these dwarven crossbows back up onto the wall. You could probably gun these some of these cavalry down, but we're going to get a volley off. Don't know how much damage it's really going to inflict on the Cav yet. They didn't even inflict a single kill, but here we go. Elven Cav coming in. Now you got to just run down these I mean, I say run them down. Like I said, they've got good armor. They are losing decisively. Are they going to start to drop? 62, 61. They are sort of dropping a little. They're dropping a bit. We've got pole arms over here, and so look at all this. They killed everything in this choke point here. I mean, they could have easily dealt with this problem. The Uruk-hai crossbows just gunned down these halberdiers. They would have dealt with this problem and saved hundreds of Isengard lives. There's so many dead Uruks there. We're going to see halberds come over and maybe try and deal with the Noldorian horsemen, which are, to be fair, slowly killing these Erebor crossbows. They're only down to 56, though. They haven't exactly lost a lot since they charged in. Again, proving that they're a hardy unit. Garzim and Ladris on the way. We're also seeing a general sniping going on by, looks like by Gondor with this trebuchet. And I usually frown upon this, but to be honest, with this gold chevron army, you might need to general snipe. Gold chevron elves. Yeah, it's gonna require a general snipe or two, I think. The elves, by the way, are already rushing in here. They are not slowing down. You're gonna see Ithilien Rangers join Citadel Guards in combat down here. These Ithilien Rangers are out of ammo, so they can go in. But I mean, should they be paying attention, looking for maybe? Yeah, they've got supply barrels over here. They need to be using their supply barrels because honestly, you're gonna need it. The Ithilien Rangers have really good ammo as well, like really good accuracy. Definitely want to be using that sort of supply barrel to your benefit. Especially with all of these Noldorian swords to kill. Need all the archer ammo you can get. Spears against swords here. This, I think, is going to be needing some extra support for Gondor because spears do suffer against shock infantry. They might need some archers over here. But yeah, we're already at like the final. Well, like I don't know. The cap point's back here, so I guess they could retreat further. But this is usually where the main siege battle always goes down. I feel like in this. Oh, and Gondor made a massive mistake. Gondor sent down a fresh unit of Axes of Loznark, and he's just getting it killed. I don't know what Gondor was doing here. This is a misclick or what, but yeah, he should not have sent these Axes down. Warriors of Loznark as suck as they are. And now they're just sending these guys down here to die. I mean, they'd be better just holding them up on the top level. These guys might have been useful to support the spears and stuff. But yeah, usually we're already at this point where usually you see like the main battle go down and people and the battle be won or lost. But there's still an hour in this game, so yeah, there's a long time left in the siege. And you can see here we've got more Noldorian cav trying to run down more crossbows. Again, they're not struggling, but it just takes a little bit of time to kill them. It really does. Oh, and these halberdiers are finally getting swarmed. They've finally been caught out of position. But I'm sure we'll have a look at them at the end. But I'm sure they've got 200, 300 kills. There you go, they're starting to waver. But they've done their job. They've got their money's worth out of them for sure. But you can see we're going to get Erebor axes back. They're bringing more crossbows out. I mean, everyone needs to be careful in bringing things down. Like, he doesn't want to get caught up by this cav or by all the crossbows and shock that Isengard's bringing up and the elves. Actually, I don't think Isengard has any shock left, to be honest. And they've scared off all of these Noldorian swords as well, so they're doing a really good job there. And to be fair, they're breaking at 17 men, which is probably the same as what they usually break at. We're going to see crossbows here focus down the Noldoran horsemen from both sides. This is not a bad idea, but it does allow the crossbows to get charged by more cav. It seems like a smart idea, but it is also going to require sacrifice of the dwarves. Because now, I mean, now this unit here is free to shoot the elves in the back while they engage the other units. It's not a bad idea. Oh yeah, this actually could be kind of painful. The elves are dropping. It depends whether the dwarves can get off another volley soon from this side and just do the same. I just realized I did leave after that glorious charge. Just move away after that glorious charge happened. But yeah, I mean, actually, this dwarven crossbow might break pretty soon. I mean, they've got triple bronze Chevrons, which is no small feat for the dwarves, and you can see they're trying to get away. Yeah, but the elves going to catch them. There you go, catching these guys. Need to rush up this hill. Seeing Iron Guard coming down, which is a perfect counter to cav. Really elite spear unit, does really well against cav. I mean, they're actually losing. They're still firing off volleys of crossbows here, you can see. I mean, it's cav, I don't know how much kills it's got, but it's probably got 100 plus, maybe trying to run down these crossbows. But they've now run into a tough opponent. This is Iron Guard. They're not going to run through these guys. These guys will be hard to kill, even with gold chevron armies. Because, I mean, they've got one chevron. They could definitely do with a couple more. Definitely could do with a couple more. I've been getting crossbows or archers to be focusing down any Noldorian swords as well that get too close. But it does seem as though Noldoran swords were kicked back from here. I thought they were going to get beaten back, but it's still guards with a silver chevron. They've done a good job. But yeah, as you can see here, numbers-wise, it's 2,300 against 1,900. So numbers-wise, the attack is looking a little bit rough. But they have got really elite units. These elves are incredibly elite. They can keep them alive. They'll do okay. Noldoran archers, I don't know what they're shooting at, but they really need to shoot these Arthurian Rangers. They've got low armor, so they're actually the perfect archer unit to counter with your own archers, because you can face, they may have 50%, like 50 accuracy, but like 50% of their shots are going to hit. Who cares if their shots hit? Like, you have armor, you can take the shots. These guys, if they get hit, they're going down. You can see they're already starting to drop. They have really little armor. Yeah, they're a really good unit, and they have really good range. So you don't need to get them super close to the elves. Actually, well, maybe you do, because the elves probably have also got super range. So maybe the elves are the only perfect units to counter them. You can see here, Arthurian Rangers getting shot at from every angle. It's now Uruk-hai crossbows are dealing the blows. I mean, the Uruk-hai crossbows are blocking, like being shielded by shock infantry. It's not exactly the best defense in the world. You could definitely do a cavalry charge down there. Speaking of cavalry, the Noldorian horsemen still battling on here against Iron Guard, yet to kill an Iron Guard. And the Iron Guard are earning chevrons with every kill. There you go, Noldoran horsemen start to waver at 4 men. Actually break at 4 men. It's actually higher than I thought they might break. But yeah, I mean, it seems like the answer to trying to get through the Steel Guard defense is going to be with the crossbows. Should work, I guess. It's just going to take a lot of ammunition. But we are actually seeing Noldorian swords now move up. They actually look like they might just try another assault with the shock, which is not a bad idea. We're also seeing the Onager here for Imladris come up. I mean, this is definitely something you want to focus down with archers. I think that's why they were forcing back the Arthurian Rangers. It's so that this Onager could come up freely and do whatever it wants. We also have Noldoran archers over here with a little bit of ammo left. I think they're trying to support against the Citadel Guard here. And we're actually seeing Gondor and the dwarves start to retreat. They're sending back the Tomb Wardens, sending back archers to the Red Mountain, Founding Guard, more Arthurian Rangers. Yeah, a lot is starting to retreat now. I mean, again, Iron Guard holding strong over on this side. The Cav is not going to break through here. They'll have to pull through if they want to get through, and that's then cheating. We don't want any of that. Not anymore. As you can see here, they have actually broken through. It's this choke point here. I think they gave up. Yeah, the Gondor sword just evacuated. Don't know if they really should have done that, because it's not. Still, the guards now going to just get massacred. I think they were okay where they were. But if they want to retreat to a tighter position, that's fair enough. But if they retreat to a tight position, they could just get boxed in and focused down like fish in a barrel. You can see the Citadel Guard, they're eventually going to die here. Actually, surprisingly, nothing has turned up to surround them. Not that they need surrounding, they are already losing.
Here we go. We've got a whole horde of elves going into the back now. We've got Noldorian archers, we've got guards and Ladris, all just going to charge into the back and just try and surround these Citadel Guard, it seems. Over on this side, still seeing Citadel Guard getting beaten back. And yeah, it seems like there's going to be a full retreat. I imagine they'll retreat to this top cap point here, which could be a bit of a slog to try and get through, that is for sure. And yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a little bit early. I feel like the defenders definitely had the men and the numbers because, I mean, they had 1900, sorry, against 2,300, I think it was. So they were really close in numbers. I mean, they were thinly stretched, but that also meant the attackers were thinly stretched. I feel like, and they had the ammo, more ammo than the attackers. I feel like they could have held it, so I feel like they're just throwing away lives, especially the Citadel Guard. It's been thrown away. I mean, maybe, yeah, the Onager was going to be a bit of a problem, but, I mean, you could have just brought up your archers later on and waited till the Noldorian archers ran out of ammo. But it seems like they didn't want to. I have not seen the standard recently, Gondorian man. It's probably dead. But yeah, the general's also in here. They do need to be careful with this general. I mean, I doubt he'll die doing a rear charge on a Citadel Guard, but they don't want to come in too much. It's already weakened from trebuchets. I've also just seen that Noldorian Swords are medium shock. To be honest, I've done hundreds of Dawnless Days videos. They may have always been medium shock, but I'm pretty sure at one point they were very heavy. I thought they were, but maybe not. Maybe they changed. I mean, there hasn't been an update anytime soon, but it changed. Maybe they changed it in one of the previous updates, but maybe they were always medium, or they have been at least for a little while. I've just been unobservant, but yeah, I mean, also medium pikes here for guards and Ladros. That's, I presume they were heavy, to be honest. At least heavy or not very heavy. Found Guard's heavy. Gondorian Swords are very heavy still. I was going to say, has anything else changed while I've been not paying attention? But yeah, no, it seems like it's okay. The general down here has just engaged and beaten the Noldorian Horse unit that was down here threatening. So that's really good. The Knights of Silver Swan doing their bit, showing off their quality. Not even losing a man. Wow. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, with that general, you could cause all sorts of damage down here with Wyand Stormers. There's a general down here for Isengard that could just be, like, hit so many times. Unless he forms shield wall, which he might, but you could go around him. And that could be absolutely deadly. And I would certainly be interested in that, because it's not like the general doesn't have a lack of ways up. He could go up this ramp, he could go up that ramp. Could just do whatever he wants. He could just stay at the back of the map if he wanted to and just be a threat there, because it's unlikely that they'll send all their crossbows back to go and get it. You could cause all sorts of problems. You could if you wanted to. What's over here? We still have a whole nother Onager, by the way. That's slowly coming around. This is Isengard's Onager that is patiently making its way around. It's used some artillery and moves. Actually, it's used up most of its ammo. I think there's one of these. Are they all stuck in here? I think they are. What are you doing in here? I think this is now then stuck and doomed forever. So that's a shame. But that shows telepathfinding for you. Amazing. Imagine if you could have units up on this wall here. You could just shoot down over this cliff, hit units down here, while your men are holding this little choke point here. It'd be deadly. It'd be impossible. I mean, I'm glad that you can't, I guess, because you would otherwise just retreat back to here as in Dol Amroth, and you would just not fight in the rest of this glorious map. But yeah, we'll see where they make a stand. They're gonna have to make a stand soon. Still a lot of shooting on Manchu claimers back here as well. These guys exhausted because they've had to run the entire map and just keep retreating. But they do look glorious. Even when tired, they're like, oh, and armor. Glorious. But here we go. This looks like where they're gonna. I mean, I don't know. They're using fire arrows. Stop using fire arrows as artillery range. I think they're on it because of they were shooting at the artillery. But yeah, they do not want to be on that. Get these crossbows back as well. I mean, let them shoot a little bit, but they're about to get charged. Dwarves is gonna let these guys get killed, and the elves will happily oblige to cut these guys down. And there we go. This dwarven unit is basically lost, I think, unless they can quickly rush it out of there, but I doubt they will. But yeah, it looks like what is going to be the answer to Gondor's problems is going to be a pike stack made up of Founding Guard and Gondorian swords. So yeah, I mean, you can see here, this is a pretty formidable formation. This is going to take some serious ammunition, and that is going to have to be brought up by Isengard, because the elves got very little in the way of ammo left. Yeah, Isengard, I think they brought too many. Did they bring too many crossbows? 1, 2, 3. No, I think they brought 4. Maybe that was where they cheated. I still think it's the gold chevrons is what was the cheating. But yeah, they've got 4 crossbows here, and they're all on the wrong side for where the pike stacking's going on. They need to be on. They need to be on the side where the elves are attacking. I mean, they need to be quick to Gondor and the dwarves, because there's actually another way in here. And they've not defended this ramp yet. They could do with defending that. Maybe putting some Erebor axes or some Iron Guard. I think the Iron Guard maybe are rushing there, but I don't think they're going to get there in time. They are heavy against medium, and the medium are just going to outpace them for sure. It looks like we are going to see elves maybe send up some guards of Ladris, try and beat the Found Guard, but I think with the support of the swords, the Gondor will win. And also Found Guard, I think, are better than guards of Ladris. They are, I think, the best pikes in the game.
Kill those bastards!
Best pikes in the game against probably second best pikes in the game. Not as much. There aren't exactly many pike units. Oh, they had 2 Found Guard there. Yeah, definitely don't need that many. That's overkill. 1 is enough. Now they'll stand and look at each other, and neither wants to be the first to make the move. Found Guard are getting shot, but I mean, it's not going to be enough damage, enough ammo to do any significant damage. If I was a Sicilian Ranger here, I'd just start shooting this general. He just sat right here, quite happily. Here we go. The elves made the first move. And, I mean, Gondor taking no losses yet. And neither guards in Ladris. Here we go. The poking session begins. Both sides are going to keep poking each other with their long sticks until eventually one gives in. It looks as though, I mean, Vanguard already losing troops. So are the guards in Ladris. Both sides are trading pretty much. I think with the help of the archers as well, it's certainly helping these guards in Ladris. The Found Guard have got the high ground, which if you know anything from Star Wars, having high ground is a good spot to hold. I mean, yeah, they've lost a decent amount. Oh yeah, losing decisively. That's, yeah. There you go. That's what we expected to see. And here we go. The dwarves are prepared. They've got Dwarven Barrack Guard and Founding Guard ready to go into the choke point. These 4 towers aren't supported, so I mean, you don't need to actually defend in there. But I'd probably defend right at the gap just to make sure you can't flank around. Because, I mean, you could still see some sort of flanking going on here potentially. But yeah, let's look at numbers. Numbers 1,500 against 2,100. Yeah, it's going to be a rough one. These pikes are already losing. I don't know if this is the only pike unit the elves brought. No, they did bring a second. Already a little bit weakened, and they have got an artillery piece. And we are, in fact, seeing the... there you go. I thought they might. The general for Gondor has gone down there and is capping the gate. And I imagine he's going to go and deal a blow to this Onager crew here. And get rid of that, which is not a bad idea. And then it can also just threaten the rear lines over here at the elves. And they have no cav now. The elves have used up all their cav, so they can't stop that general. And Isengard doesn't have any cav to bring. So this is going to make it very interesting. Gondor suddenly has all the cards in his hand. Found Guard starting to lose. And now would be the time as well as Isengard to bring up Grenadiers, but they didn't actually bring any. So, and like, there's some perfect choke points here with the Fountain Guard in for you to unlock with Grenadiers, or even with Iron Guard as well. These are some really, really good units to take out with Grenadiers. And here you go, the General's going to go running out. Out he goes, and he's going to go and kill that Onager crew. Look at them now, they realize what's happening. They're like, oh no, we're dead. I mean, at least it might dismount the crew off the Onagers for you. So it looks like they just went after the main stuff, which is down here. Sort of worked, I guess. It wasn't a great charge, but they'll still win. It's Onager crew against some very elite Cav. I'd be surprised if the Cav even loses a single man. But there you go. Knights of the Silver Swan hacking down at these poor Uruks who did not sign up for this job. And you can see here, yeah, they're losing. Knights of the Silver Swan at a silver chevron now. My gosh. They're doing incredible. I would even pull through. I don't even know whether, well, not pull through, but like disengage. Guess they are sort of pulling through a little bit, but yeah, you could lose a man doing that. Not even worth losing a man to these Onagers. Maybe he's just gonna recharge. I think he might. Nope, he's going back inside. He's actually gonna let this Onager crew survive. Okay, interesting tactics there. That is for sure. Anyway, the fighting continues on this side. We have Iron Guard taking on Noldorian swords. We have elves versus dwarves. A good rivalry. A rivalry discussing, always discussing who's the strongest in Middle-earth. Is it the elves or is it the dwarves? I mean, shock infantry against spears usually this go well, but this is Iron Guard. This is like a whole other breed of spears. But then again, they have also about, oh yeah, they're losing decisively actually. I was gonna say it's a whole different breed of spears, but they're losing. Maybe it's the gold chevrons on these guys, but usually Noldorian swords still struggle against Iron Guard, but no, not today. We are seeing the Iron Guard over here get focused down by crossbows. Look at the shit. I mean, they're actually using a lot of ammo to try and kill this Iron Guard unit. So it's a real shame to see it just be wasted like this, but I mean, this is what you bring Iron Guard for, to absorb ammo, because they do that, and they also slow down armies to a halt. And look at the bolts that's going into these shields. Killing dwarves left, right, and center. Oh, rip in peace to you, sir. Yeah, they're at 69 men left. They're in a. They're not gonna die. They'll fight on a little longer. Dwarven Barrack Guard losing slightly in this fight against Noldorian swords. My gosh, they're gonna need some archers to swing up here to focus these guys down. The elves are unstoppable in this choke point. Got lots of archers being thrown in. There's a big blob down there, I will say. And here we go. Riftline Rangers starting to use their fire arrows. And they're burning the Onagers. They burnt one already. Looks like they're going to try and get another one, maybe. I mean, they're trying to focus down the crew now, because that's what happens when you target it. You need to make sure you target the Onagers. But just keep the crew off the Onagers. That's what you have to do. Keep some ammo for them. You'll do fine. I also, like I said, would focus on this general. He's at 59 men. I know it's a bit cheesy, but you might as well continue doing what you're doing. Barrack Guard's still losing, by the way. I'm very surprised. This is elite dwarven shock infantry. Apart from that guy, he's getting kills. Looks like they're trying to cycle out their Noldorian swords. Also, there's how pikes in here. This is starting to scare off the elves. They're like, nah, this is not worth just running into and getting impaled on. Isengard is engaged over here. He's actually sending his men in. He's getting impatient with the assault on the Iron Guard. And he's like, right, we'll go in. But he should just be more patient. Try and kill every single one of those Iron Guard with his crossbows. He's not exactly got the right units to break through here. I mean, he's got pikes. I think he's using them to protect against Cav. But yes, he hasn't exactly got much left. He's not got a lot of shock infantry. He's lost so much in that initial assault. Lost all his shock infantry, lost pikes. Yeah, it's not looking good. We're seeing more pikes over here. They're protecting themselves against the general. Oh, we have, yeah, general taking out an Noldorian sword. I mean, I don't know how many men there was exactly in it. It's a good unit to take out. Looks like there's a decent amount of troops on here. That's good. Oh, that's always good. But yeah, the pikes and stuff are protecting their flanks against generals. But I mean, the Athenian Rangers seeing a perfect chance now to use their ammo and just shoot these guards and just in the flank. It's not a bad idea. They fire so quickly. We've got Archers of the Red Mountain as well doing the same thing. The pikes continue to do their bit. They're actually breaking. You can see here the Onager crew. That's obviously massive that they're able to do this. It means that even though they don't have to burn the Onager now, the Onager is just out of crew, and you can see the general is going to just move up, and he is going to claim the ground where the Onagers are, I guess. Really well done there by the Gondorian and Dwarven players. Here we go. Dwarves continue to hold here.
Isengard's just going to keep sending in these stormers. Keep sending them in.
Until eventually the dwarves will break. But that's going to be a while. These dwarves take ages to break, even with no, like, chevrons. Yeah, the Iron Guard also joined the fight. With the Erebor Axe Warriors, I should say. Archers of the Red Mountain. Running about, doing their bit. Athenian Rangers still picking off some shots. I don't know what they're shooting at now. Oh, they're still shooting at the pikes. They really want to kill these pikes so the cav can get in and just cause havoc. Which is not a bad idea, but eventually they will have to be committed anyway. So it's a matter of time. Honestly, I'd focus on the Uruk-hai pikes first because they break quicker and also they, I think, have less armor. Certainly when you shoot them in the back like this.
We waited a long time to rip your guts out.
And Isengard's retreating, and we're now going to see Imladris come up. He's bringing up his... Well, look at this, rank after rank of elves arriving. And they're going to be the ones now to have the attempt at trying to get through here against Erebor. They think, you know what? We've got a decent chance here. There's spears here, there's axes here. There's nothing like in the way of pikes that can do any damage to us. There are still 2 Mordens back here. These guys yet to be committed. The dwarves keep in a few cards up their sleeves. You've got Manchu claimers here. And they've also got Erebor Axe Warriors, and they've got Dane as well back here. He's gold chevroned up, my gosh. Everyone has to have at least 1 gold chevron or something, it seems. The general back there, he needs to move around. Yeah, you can see here Isengard now left himself open to a charge. Don't know if he did that on purpose. Sent in his Uruk-hai pikes he has. Because the Noldorian swords are losing in this uphill fight they're in. But yeah, this movement of the Uruk-hai pikes is going to allow the general to come in and swing in and do some damage. Seems like the Uruk pikes, yeah, losing. They do suck. I feel like they're not the greatest pikes. They're pretty good, but like in some scenarios that they can do well. But often I find them just dying like this. And they're getting focused down by our archers as well. Not a good look. Iron Guard's going in now. They're going to just go in. Seems like they're just going to play the waiting game in some areas. Pikes over here as well. Yeah, just playing the waiting game. They're going to try and weaken the elves as much as possible. We're seeing fast use. I don't know exactly. That was the right ability to bring. That's just boost charge bonus and stuff like that. Where is the general for Gondor, by the way? Where is he? Oh, he's still over here. Oh, I mean, in fairness, yeah, the elves have left themselves open. This is prime time to charge straight into these Noldorian archers. Charge into as much of these elves as possible. We'll just keep cycle charging, hitting these archers. Now is the time. This general needs to just keep going full pelt. He can go and hit that. Yeah, you can see here. They're getting nowhere really with those pike charges. But we'll wait and see whether this general actually hits. These elves prepare and brace for the Swan Knights of Gondor. There you go. In they go, a pretty decent charge, and you have the shock infantry as well counter-charging. I mean, we're going to see a few losses, I'm sure, here for the Knights of the Silver Swan, because this is elves. This is no Orange crew of Isengard. This is actually shock infantry, but I mean, they should just retreat. I mean, the elves just pulled through here. Look at this. Elves just pulled through their own combat. They're gonna lose more men probably than the. I mean, Nice Silver Swan did lose actually quite a few. But I mean, they did a pretty decent amount of damage. The Noldor archers basically dead. They just cycle charge things like shock infantry and the archers. With this general, they should do okay. I mean, probably lost more than they'd like to, but it wasn't too bad. They could carry on, do another charge. I certainly would. Just keep the pressure on them. I mean, you don't really need to. The balance power is in your favor. You have 300-man deficit. Like they have the deficit to. Not the deficit. They have a very small deficit, is what I meant. I mean, yeah, it is a deficit, I guess. It's 200-man deficit. It's not too bad. You can see the elves are going to just try and force their way forward. I don't know what their plan is there. General looks like he might be going for another charge. Yeah, here he goes. This is attempt 2. Oh, the elves are kind of prepared this time. They're going to kind of let him in and then just charge from multiple flanks. I don't know if this is a good idea for the general now. He's going to get hit by a lot of elves. Yep, he sees the trap, and he retreats. I'm surprised these Uruk-hai crossbows weren't firing at the general. It's a prime target. They just charged straight down this road. The crossbows, they were ready. They could just gun those down. I mean, again, same on this side. This is a prime side for charging with general. Maybe just carry on waiting a little bit longer. Just wait until like more and more troops get sucked in until there's just nothing they can do. Because already, I mean, it's kind of getting to that stage. You can see here the elves and Isengard are running out of decent troops to send in. I mean, also the defenses they're holding, the defenders are just too tough. But they are running out of ammo, all the defenders. I think they are basically out of ammo. I can see Archers of the Red Mountain already in here. Let's just see these boys in action. You can see them in there mixed in with the Iron Guard. They're running in, trying to do their bit. Need to be careful they don't just run through and get themselves all killed by this Noldorian sword. I think the Ithilien Rangers are out of ammo as well. Yeah, they are. I think they're getting shot at. By what? Who knows? Pikes in here. They're battling away with the Guards and Ladras, and that is the death of that unit gone. So the Guards and Ladras and all hope of breaking through with Pikes is kind of over, I think, now for the elves. Yeah, they've used all of their pikes, have the elves, and have Isengard, I believe. I believe they're all gone, yeah. And again, the general's going to come forward. He's going to try attempt 2 on this, trying this trap. Don't know how smart an idea this is. I charged the shock, but yeah, here he goes. I think this could be a risky business here, but I mean, Gondor doesn't really care. I think he thinks the battle's won. It's not a great charge, actually. Yeah, very tired. They should let this general rest up. He is losing. He's going to lose a lot of men. I mean, he did do some damage, but yeah, this is not a fight he can stay in for long. Get out of there, Gondor. Don't be an idiot. Don't bite off more than you can chew. 51 out of 65. Still. Oh, it's going down now. Yeah. 43 out of 65. Still healthy. Just let them rest up a bit. They are very tired. They just need some time to rest, and then they could go in. They can probably smash units down. I think even I was a bit early in thinking it was time to start charging in. Oh, archer there stabbing an elf. They're going to keep rushing down this hill, are the elves? I think they are. Look at the dwarves, sorry. They need to get back up their hill, yeah. Get back up your hill, sir. But we'll just fast forward for a bit, see whether any movement starts to happen, because it seems like it is sort of turning into a bit of a standoff. The elves, I think, realize that they don't have the men to win this one. I don't know, but we're going to see the Vanguard come down here. They're going to poke their way through, try and do what damage they can. The dwarves are very much engaging here with the support of the Vanguard, trying to take on these Stormers. If they can kill this, I think this is a general in here. If they can kill this general, huge. That might break Isengard quicker than expected. All these gold chevrons meaning nothing in this battle. Yeah, I mean, I kind of come to the conclusion that gold chevrons, like, they've got all these gold chevrons, but the players, I feel like the players that are playing as Isengard and the elves certainly could have done a better job, I think, at this attack. I mean, they've had it hard as well, that the defenders have got themselves in a really nice position. But the defenders, I mean, took out a lot of really good stuff early on. Like, you can remember back here, the halberdiers. They just poked loaded these guys to death. Killed hundreds of troops down here. They've done the same over here. Killed a bunch of Uruks and stuff like that. And the elves, I mean, unfortunately did lose a lot to the gate, which I think is not really their fault. They killed a lot of Gondorians here, looks like, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, they did lose a lot to the gates of the elves. But yeah, the Uruks losing a lot there as well. It looks like they just like Isengard just seemed to lose a lot of its assets before they even got into the main point. The elves lost a lot here, and unfortunately you didn't get to use their catapult. But that's just, you got to protect these things better. That's just how that goes. But yeah, I feel like the gold chevrons just did not help these players here today. Make it any easier, just only made it harder. Well, I don't know about making it harder, but maybe the defenders gave them no mercy. They were like, you know what, we're gonna try hard. We're gonna general snipe. We're gonna do everything in our power to make this a little bit easier for us, since they have gold chevrons. And fair enough. I'd like to know what the funds were for this siege, because my gosh, they were clearly high for all these chevrons to be added on. There you go, General broken. I don't know if he's going to get killed. He probably will. It doesn't look exactly like the White Iron Stormer unit's actually retreating. It's just standing here, getting itself chopped down. So this is going to give that unit plenty of time to just get its general killed. But there you go. I imagine Isengard now has no general. I mean, Isengard's retreated a lot of his troops back this way. Casualties sustained. I don't know where he's going. Friends routing, but he's not actually lost general yet, so it would seem not. We also now have Arthurian Rangers engaging the Noldorian archers. Arthurian Rangers are actually pretty good in combat, and this is a good idea. Now engage all these troops here. We should allow this general here to hammer and anvil. I'd hammer and anvil these archers if I was him. The dwarves going in. I don't know what they're going after, but here we go. Cav charge coming in. He's had a little bit of time to rest. That was a better charge. What is he? Is he fresh? No, yeah, he's fresh. Exactly. Give him a little bit of time, freshen up, and he'll do a much better job. This cav here is just going to be able to maybe not wipe these things out. I mean, they're wavering them. Oh, actually, maybe they will. You never know. They'd be better staying in, I mean, I say better staying in combat. Try and break these two at least. There you go. General is dead. I believe that. Yeah, that'll be the Isengard general dead. Sending down the Tomb Wardens now. It seems like the elves are the only ones standing here. It seems like Isengard is going to Isengard's going to retreat. Is he running outside the wall or something? Like, come on, man. If he's doing that, that's just petty. But yeah, that'll be very petty if he does that. Just stand and fight and die. Like, the dwarves and the men have just beaten you fair and square.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Dwarven Barrack Guard. They're going to kill this general, it looks like, of the Imladris. Not that this will really affect the elves' morale, I doubt, because, well, it might do. Army loss, I guess, come into effect. General here for Gondor needs to be careful, though. He's at 26 men. Now I'd retreat him. He's kind of taking a little bit of a chance. I'd wait until, like, some other units are a bit weaker, because Isengard's still got healthy units. Gondor doesn't care, though. He's going back in. I mean, he's actually wavered all these troops here, and elves have mass routed, and there you go. That's elves out. Now it is just down to Isengard, who is, like I said, running for his life. It seems like the final elven unit here is breaking. We also have Onage's crew running all the way back here. Is he going to just go in corner camp or something? I don't know. But I'll make a cut because, yeah, we're now just going to see Gondor just try and chase Isengard, and yeah, I'll just make a cut to whenever the next bit of the battle starts. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so we are back, and as you can see, we are here with a little bit of combat. So Isengard decided to get onto these walls, which the dwarves and the men of Gondor have managed to do, and they also just redlining. I think this is a little bit pathetic by Isengard. Really, you should just go, like, accept defeat, man. You got defeated, just like go out and just die with honor instead of just standing and running away and just prolonging already like a long battle for everyone involved. But yeah, so anyway, Isengard is now just going to die on these walls, you imagine. I mean, they couldn't beat these Erebor Axe Warriors already, and now they're not going to be able to beat them again. They've got no general as well, so the morale will start to affect them, and army losses. All these things will start to affect them a little bit. And Gondor Sword Infantry as well, more than a match for these Uruk-hai Infantry. Maybe, we'll see. They should do okay. Gondor Sword Infantry, yep, moving down. You can see already. I mean, actually, for the dwarves are losing, but also so are the Uruk. So, kind of hard to say who's winning that one. We also have Iron Guards over here now getting onto the wall. They're going to come in support and just maybe try and rear charge these Uruks. If they have some ammo, they could be like they could do some really nasty damage to these troops on the wall, but they don't have any to see. The dwarves are marching out of the walls. They look like they're going to be the ones to deal with the remaining Uruks. I mean, these guys should break almost instantly. I mean, you imagine they're just by the red line. Once all these 2 units are dead, this is going to affect army losses even more. That's what I think, anyway. We'll actually see what happens. Gondor here, battling away with the dwarves. Killing as many of these Uruks. I mean, they're fighting over ground that's already been fought over once. Gondor's like, I didn't think we'd be back here at this wall, at the walls of Dol Amroth, but here they are. You can see in the back line taking the Iron Guards. They can start to poke and stab with their spears. I mean, these guys are almost unbreakable. So they're not going to think about breaking now, these Iron Guard. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed the siege. It certainly has been an enjoyable one, that is for sure. And if you have been enjoying it, definitely remember to give it a like, give it a subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment as well if you've really enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, if you've got any really cool Dawnless Days replays of your own to send in, feel free to do so. Go and drop them in the Discord. If you haven't already joined the Discord, feel free to join. It's the best way to send in your own replays to myself. And I can then, maybe you'll then feature on the channel. Who knows? These Uruks are still refusing to break. My gosh. I mean, if this is as a general here, as a general ability, I'd start to use Warcry. By the way, this nice little swan got up to gold chevrons. It's done very well. I wonder if that's because it just keeps killing really elite troops of its own, like all the gold chevron elves and Isengard troops we've seen here today. Yeah, 3 minutes left. I mean, I don't honestly see how they're going to break all these troops in 3 minutes. Maybe they're just going to concede, I don't know. That's Isengard's going to concede. I don't think the Gondorians and the Dwarves will be conceding anytime soon. Yeah, these Uruks are actually kind of putting up a good fight now. Wish they did this earlier. How the battle could have been different. But yeah, it's been a good battle. Been a good long battle over all of this this beautiful settlement. It really does look good. It's going to be great seeing this in campaign and being used. And with maybe with an actual Dol Amroth faction. Be amazing. Or even if we just got the sub-mod Dol Amroth. That's also perfectly fine. That'll be fine by me. But yeah, with a minute and a bit left, I mean, I'm not sure how they're going to win, so I'm going to fast forward because there's not really exactly much going on there. Just, oh, they're starting to waver, okay. I think it's army losses and just getting tired. That's just starting to affect them. What's happening over on the far side? Still, yeah, I mean, they're just stacking up on top of each other. Honestly, yeah, I'm not surprised these guys have not already broken. A minute left. I think we'll see mass routes. I think we're going to see a mass route from Isengard in a minute. I think these guys will break. Then these guys will just break automatically. A bit like the Elves did. But I don't know, the Dwarves are moving forward now. So, yeah, here we go. They're starting to waver, these guys here. Should see the other one break, you imagine, but I don't know. I mean, these ones are smaller. This is a 47-man unit. Yeah, there you go, wavering. And, I mean, they haven't broken yet over there. Yeah, they're wavering. Are these guys going to break and waver? I don't know. Surely they will. Oh, a draw, apparently. But there you go. I'll give the victory to Gondor and to the Dwarves. They did a very good job. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what what the funds were here for Isengard, but I mean, the money that they spent on like their chevrons and stuff like that did not comprehend to how many kills they got. They did not a great job. It might have just did a lot better. I mean, but yeah, again, like some units did do very average. The general getting 32, but we'll go over the unit kills anyway. So this one was sent in by everyone here who was playing as Gondor. 290 kills with his general, really nicely done. No wonder he got a gold chevron. 130 kills with Gondor swords is not too bad. The other ones not getting that great kills though. Warriors Losnark getting like 30 kills here, so not doing that great. Citadel Guards getting 97 kills. Pike getting 138. Athelian Rangers getting 122. Not too bad there. We've got Ascaper playing as Erebor. Dane never seeing action. Dwarven Barragar getting 224 kills, 259 kills with the Erebor Axe Warriors. And then we've got Ironguard getting 66 kills, 362 kills with the Erebor Halberdiers. I did say they do well. Archers of the Mountain getting 129 kills, and Crossbows getting 105. Then we have Hans playing as Isengard, 266 kills with Uruk-hai. Infantry here, 199 with another. His Stormers getting 104 kills. His Berserkers only getting 59 kills, and they cost so much. Pikes, yeah, 14 kills. They never seem to do that well at the moment, the Uruk-hai Pikes. Crossbows, yeah, he brought one too many crossbows, which I think was one of the rule-breaking things he did. And I think it's something to do with pikes as well, but I'm not sure. I think they all brought 2 pikes, which is usually standard rules. But yeah, crossbows didn't get like 40 kills, and artillery getting 60. Then Imladris playing, Imladris played by Bulk Maski. Maxki? I don't know. Probably butchering that name. I do apologize. 160 kills with the Noldorian Swordsman. 230 kills with this one. 304 with another here. 260. Some really good kills here with Summon's Noldorian Sword. Pike's only getting 25 kills. It's a shame being the most expensive unit you can bring. Noldorian Archers getting 64 kills. Not even 100. I do apologize. And then Noldorian Horses getting 151 kills, so not too bad there. But there you go, guys. That is today's Siege Battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you in the next one.